Welcome back to one of the deciders matches. It's the last one that is going to take place today. Bottom right hand corner of Asset Plant, we have Mr. Gerald representing CEST Sports, and starting in the top left hand corner for the Epongs, there we have Mr. Lillekanin. And yeah, he kind of takes place in the middle of the map already, so let's see how this Marauder push is going to be turning out. It works every now and then. Sometimes we have the player doing things and sometimes the players just get crushed. So let's see how Lillekanin is going to end up with this one. Yeah, Marauder 1 is there. Second Marauder will be there soon. We saw some units clicking over there. We have 2 coming up. Oh, and there's just one Marauder. He needs to be careful with that. And yeah, second Marauder is there, so let's just see what's going on right there. Second Marauder coming in. We have 2 SCVs there as well. The bunker might be going up right next to anything there. So yeah, he's attacking the commands at Nexus. And now we have the micro trying to go on. Yeah, one Stalker goes down, but the bunker is not going to be there anytime soon. And this Marauder is going to have a bad time as well. We have one more coming up, but I think this kind of needs to be the end of the pressure, right? The SCV will go down, and this means no bunker will be there. We have concussive shells and the Cyclone coming up, so there still is a chance for Lillekanin to actually make this work. But yeah, you need to be really careful. We have some shield batteries coming up as well, which is nice for the Protoss player, but he needs to stay in range, and he does not, at least not with one of the Stalkers. Another Marauder is going to be there soon, and yeah, he doesn't get this Cyclone taken out. Okay, now it does actually, but one more Stalker. Okay, he's going to be saved. One Marauder goes down again, so this is a back and forth game, but I think losing the Cyclone before and now having one more Marauder coming up and the Cyclone and the model being out, that might be the turning point in this fight actually. Here we go. Lillekanin might not want to go on with this push now, but is there anything he can do behind this? He at least has a factory, as we know, with the Cyclones, and he's going for a starport already. So it's not like the game is over right here, but Gerald with this hold actually has a pretty good position. He's going to have a second model, he has the second base out there. Lillekanin is just starting his command center, so this is, yeah, kind of like a rough position for the Terran now, because he needs to do some harassment damage. For example, with a drop, it seems like, since yeah, there's no tech lab and no Banshee. With the Medivac there should be some drop damage. Could be dropping into the main base with 2 Cyclones or something. But on the other side, Gerald is, yeah, he has two models, 5 Stalkers, a War Prism on the way. Doesn't look too shabby for Gerald there, and yeah, you see 2 Cyclones most likely going to the main base. Command center about to finish. We have the tech lab coming up now. Oh, and this might actually be something going in Lillekanin's direction, since we have the models being taken away with the War Prism, and he's about to get into the main base. So we have 3 Stalkers, but there will be at least 1 Warpin available soon. So he might actually catch some workers and some Stalkers potentially. Okay, he lifts both and gets out. At least he got both lifted. That's already something good. Let's take a look at this, because that is going to be a heavy burden for Lillekanin with all these immortals. All these, I mean it's just 2, but all these immortals being there. And wow, the range is so big, and he barely does not get the War Prism. Okay, gets out one of the immortals, but only 4 workers. I thought this should have been way more, but he killed 4 immortals, 4 workers at least. So overall, the worker count still being pretty bad for Lillekanin. He really needs to get up there. But as long as Gerald is building 2 workers as well, there's not going to be any difference in the worker count deficit for Lillekanin. At the same time, we already have the 3rd Nexus being thrown down for Gerald. So he's just keeping up the pace, and yeah. He just wants to stabilize at the point in the game where he actually has the lead, and I think he has a chance to actually do so. He did a pretty okay defense against the push of Lillekanin, and yeah, now with having enough immortals to defend, going for another robo, having the War Prism out on the map, or where is it actually? Did he lose it? Okay, he actually lost it. Wow, okay. But yeah, he has a pretty decent force to defend, and I don't see anything happening here. He has no blink yet, and he's not going for it. He's actually going for the Zealot charge, as you can see. And what's going on at home? At least Lillekanin has 2 bases established now. But the 3rd base for Gerald is done. Some workers will be sent over there pretty soon, since we have oversaturation in both bases for the Protoss. Yeah. Let's see how that is going to be. And Lillekanin is focusing on defense. I'm not sure if that's the right call. He's going for more factories, so mech is the choice. But is that actually the good thing to do? Scouts the main base, sees upgrades being chrono boosted and stuff. But I feel Gerald is in a pretty commanding lead. I'm not sure. I mean, if Lillekanin stays at home now, I feel like he should expand. Because why else would you just stay in base? There's not even a scout. Now the scout comes up for Gerald, so he would know about the 3rd base now. But I'm not sure if he would have even bother moving out. He's just playing the safe. I mean, he knows that he has some sort of a lead, and he can just go on further the lead and go for better units until Lillekanin is attacking him. There's I don't think that there's a need for Gerald to attack. He has the better army, and he's making it better and better. With Storms, for example, he's getting +2 attack, while we have +1 on the way for Lillekanin. And the Paladin being thrown down by Gerald. That's pretty smart, I think. Oh, does he want to storm the mineral line? Lillekanin actually moving out now. I think I like that move. Army-wise, both players are pretty much equal. We have the upgrade deficit for Lillekanin, yeah, but he kind of needs to do something, right? Feedback's actually going down on a medevac? No, the Raven actually it was. So yeah, Lillekanin sieging forward. And we have him coming in from the backside, Gerald coming in from the backside as well. So this is going to be a sandwich for Lillekanin most likely, and he's focusing on this one to the top. So let's see some nice feedbacks going on. And yeah, I think this half of the Protoss army already is playing a decent amount of damage, and now we have the other half going to the bottom, but staying in this liberation zones is not a good choice, I feel. This army is being thrown down. We have Lillekanin, I think, pretty much on the ropes right here. This tank is not going to survive at all. And all these workers that were designed to help, I guess, doing nothing. GG by Lillekanin, and Gerald takes game 1. Welcome to Lost and Found, which is the map, or the second map it is, for this series. Bottom left hand corner with the match point, we have our Protoss player from Exceed Esports, Gerald. And for the E-Punks in the top right hand corner, we have our Terran Lillekanin, with a little bit of a lag right there. I don't know who that was, I hope it wasn't me. But yeah, you see, it's going on. We have no proxy this time. But we have the gas being stolen by Gerald, at least for some time. Yeah, Reaper being started, Gateway, Cybercore coming up before the expansion, okay. So this might be the case because he was being proxy rexed before and he just wants to be safe that he has the units here in time. And everything's fine, so he doesn't lose against any cheese or any sneaky rushes that might be coming in. Oh, the SCV. Okay, it's getting away. Close, but it's getting away. And he actually let the gas finish. So it's an investment for Gerald. But as long as this prevents Lillekanin from having gas units faster, that might be worth. And yeah, Reaper comes over, take out the probe finally. Does he have another kill? Nope, it's just the one. Protoss up to 2 gases. And an adept is on the way. So what's that? A reactor. Factor being next to it. I guess we're going to see Hellions then. And what is going on there? Oh, the Zealot should take out the SCV as well. Oh, the next SCV actually. But the Reaper, he's doing a good job there. In addition to the probe before, he just takes out... Oh boy. But that's it. That's it. And this worker is going to go down for sure. And he actually lets the shades go in. 2 Marines are there. And yeah, I think Gerald already doing a pretty decent amount of damage here. Takes out no Marine since the Cyclone comes out of there, out of the factory at the right time. But yeah, Gerald, as ahead as he seems to be, he also is playing pretty safe. You see, we have 2 Marines going there, we have a Marine and the Cyclone there. And yeah, we have the shield battery for Gerald nonetheless. So he really wants to be safe against this push. We only have the factory at the barracks coming up. Sorry, barracks. The robo coming up right now. And the more weakened the Cyclone is, the better it is. And now we have 2 more Marines being taken out by Gerald. So Lillekanin has the higher army supply actually. And he has some workers to repair the Cyclone, which is pretty nice. This gas missing is a pretty big hit, I feel, for Lillekanin. But let's see what the units can actually do. Yeah, but another Stalker is coming over to the rest of the army. And he loses the Cyclone. The Marines are getting kited. That's so well. One of the Stalkers, 2 of the Stalkers actually go down. So that's a little bit of a win. But Lillekanin not really having the big amount of workers, amount of units to actually keep in here attacking. Which means that, yeah, we have Blink about to finish. We have only 3 Stalkers on the map, but yeah, there might be 2 more. There they are. Blink will be there. We have a Liberator being the next choice for Lillekanin. But I'm not sure if that's not a little late. And is it actually scouted? Depending, I think he's just sending it over to the left, so it's not going to be scouted, but since there's no tech lab or reactor, I feel like this is pretty much, yeah, the easiest choice, that there is a Liberator coming up to go for some harassment because he knows he's behind. But Gerald, yeah, he's just moving out now. He has an observer with the army. So he's having the chance to just blink inside of the main base. Or just position it over here so he has the vision on the map, on the ramp. Yeah, blinks in, takes out the Marines, takes out the SCV, building the command center. Another Marine goes down. This command center is not going to finish, not at all. And I feel this might be it, command center being taken out. We have the tank right there, but we have the focus on the tank as well, and down it goes. Work is coming out, trying to help as good as possible. There's nothing in the bunker right there, so I think, yeah, he's just one by one, blinking those stalkers back, taking out as much as possible. And yeah, looks pretty good, right? We have the tank on top of everything. But overall, where is it? We have the Liberator being taken out now. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the Liberator is being taken out. But it actually took out some workers. I think 6 was the worker in armor there. Yeah, 1 was taken out before. But overall, looking at the trait that was there, I feel like, yeah, Gerald is in a better spot. He has more workers, he has more army supply, and he has a good position on the map. And he has a 3rd base, actually. So Gerald, yeah, having a good position. A pretty good one. Do we have an observer still? No, we don't. Okay, there is a Raven. So positioning an observer somewhere around here to take out the tank is not possible, let's say. But yeah, you see the immortals are out, or first 2 immortals are out. We have no more in production for now, but we have double upgrades coming up for Gerald. Some more gateways, 2 more warp in, and I think another immortal will be there. And do we have a warp prison? No, not yet, but I think as we have that many warp gates, I guess there will be a warp prison, right? Then there has to be. Okay, and he saves all but 1 stalker. They're getting low, but they're still there. Yeah, Liberator goes to the 3rd base location. There's no stalker at the moment. But yeah, there are some, or they might be warped in instantly and stuff like that. Yeah, he might get 1 or 2 kills actually. 2, 3 kills. That's more than expected, but it's not that many at all. Workers now, stalkers now coming in. Oh, loses 1 of them though. Not sure if that was necessary, but yeah. I think Gerald can afford this loss. He's going for a warp prism, as I said. He's going for storm already. He's warping in Templars. And he's just preparing the big storm on top of Lillekanin, I feel. Who, yeah, is trying to stay in game. He's 8 workers behind, but also 23, 22 army supply, whatever. Okay, he actually started something now, so yeah, let's see how that is going to end up. But with immortals, it's a hell lot of immortals, man. Okay, so what is he going to storm? That's a pretty okay move, I feel. Turrets to not have anything flying into the main base. I think that's a pretty decent move. To, yeah, have the focus, or the ability to focus on, yeah, 2nd and 3rd base instead of having to care about the main base as well. So that's pretty okay, but yeah, we have the army of Gerald approaching Lillekanin's bases. Actually, he's going to multi-prom attack into the 2nd and the 3rd at the same time. Widow mines are an interesting, at least, choice. Let's see how they're going to deal with everything. Yeah, so left hand side we have the warp prism coming in as well. Widow mines are doing a pretty good job, but I'm not sure if that is going to be enough. Lillekanin actually having same army supply. Obviously something is in production, but we have the immortals for Gerald on the left hand side. And it feels like he's just overwhelming everything. Storms coming down on top of everything, and the GG by Lillekanin. Here we go. Gerald takes map 2 as well, and therefore, yeah, he wins the series and qualifies for next week's playoffs.